long as I thought it would be.
I kind of expected 10. God! The fact that this is just right after what we just had to experience sucks. Alright, well. History class is as bland as it usually is.
I had
Procling continues on about some sort of historical event. But most of my attention is on Olivia, as it should be. She has her hoodie over her head and looks lost in thought. That altercation must have shaken her up more than I thought it would be. A part of me wants to ask if she'll be okay, even though I'd already asked 3 times already. But the last thing I'd want to do is prod at her. Soon enough, class nears its end and Olivia uses her accommodation to leave class early. Besides, oh my god. Wow, god. Besides, we can talk about it after school if she wants to anyways. The more I think about it, the more I realize I had my first real confrontation with a bully at school. Yeah, I knew it. I heard once when I heard once that if you get into a fight for the first time, you throw up from the adrenaline. What?
I remember you getting in a fight.
Yo, I don't. How gullible is Inko? No fists were thrown, but I feel the same right now. I wring my hands together, try to steady them. Jeez, I'm a wuss. He admits it. I stood up for Mia, for Olivia. I stood up to Mia for Olivia, and I end up in this mess. Final class ends, and I'm set free for the day. Stepping out of Street Hammond main entrance, I'm surprised to see my friends huddled together in a why am I getting tiny? Tightly knit group. I usually don't see any of them after school. I always assume they left as soon as the bell rang. Hey guys, what's going? Oh, that's you. Did you say it or like?
No, I didn't say.
Oh.
Inko.
Damien looks exceptionally worried as he glances at me.
Inko, you believe me, right?
Sorry. Pardon? Well, close. Olivia's nostrils flare with an exasperated snort. I didn't mean. Oh, that's you.
I didn't mean for any of this to happen. Wait, what? I didn't mean for any of that to happen.
What's the matter, Damien?
When Mia asked about that nickname stuff from so long ago, I just blurted it out. Is it for something so unscrupulous?
Not gonna lie, I would have never think you would know that word. At first, I thought it was said unscrumptious, bro. I'm ashamed. It took me more than a moment to figure out what's happening. Guess Damien feels culpable for what Mia said.
I don't remember what he said.
But why?
What
He said like nicknames, and the first nickname he could think of for Olivia was Hot Wheels. How does you again, Jeffrey?
You don't know what that word means.
Oh, okay.
Whether it's
That's you, Jeffrey.
who cares?
Oh.
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares?
Nico, really, I didn't mean for any of that to happen.
Hey, I believe you, man. Your heart was in the right.
Don't remember what happened.
So, your heart was in the right place. As my phone fell, and hold on. Before I get mad at Inko, he might correct himself and say it wasn't really or something like that, right?
Yeah.
No, never mind. Okay, go, Jeff.
Olivia Olivia told us what happened with Mia, calling her some nickname.
Damien leans back
Our
over
word.
an unresponsive Olivia, hands spread in supplication.
She said you were there too.
I was, yeah.
Olivia, you loved that nickname way back when we were kids. Yeah.
Shit, I would be happy if I was called Hot Wheels, man. Damien's words were dismissed with a roll of her smoky eyes.
He really didn't mean it, Olivia.
I know already. For a split second, she bore row upon row of sharp teeth before gnashing her maw in frustration. No, I thought I was tweaking out when I was reading that. Olivia's nostrils flare out again with a huff and hot breath. Again, I could practically see everything from her day finally weigh on her. You were just being you again, Damien. Dude, I need to like stop focusing on one word per time because I was about to say dumbass when I said Damien. Sometimes I wish you weren't. Oh my god. Sometimes I wish you weren't. But whatever. There was a gritness to her voice once more, but she continues on. She holds her canteen up to her lips and but drops it immediately. Empty again. The grit in her voice is back, but she presses on. And the nickname is just that, a nickname. I'm just I don't want to hear it again.
Hot Wheels?
Especially from her. And especially if it's just to get under my skin. Olivia stares at Damien for a while before breaking contact to glance at Liz and I. Why not? Wait, what? Did I say that? Come on, Inko! Oh my god, I don't know why would you say why not, but like I think it's obvious because bullying, I don't know. Oh my god, dude, I'm cooked. Inko's cooked. Oh my god. Why did I ask that? It just kind of came out. Yeah, you're answering yourself, fucking moron. Liz notices Damien still organizing his thoughts. Seeing as neither of the others were going to answer coherently, she sighs.
Well, I wasn't around for this, but when they were freshmen in middle school, Damien and Olivia would take the bus every weekend to an arcade in the city.
That's actually awesome. How do you fucking get a school? I'm joking. Obviously not a school bus. Go.
I guess he came up with the nickname. I guess he came up with the nickname around then, and it's stuck. Ow.
Very good, Jeffrey. Okay, what the fuck?
That's half right, but I didn't come up with it. What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. Just say your line.
Fine. I bought a chunk of change for us to play stuff with each other.
What? Okay. Go.
A match on just about anything there was. A quarter probably still is. But I don't think I won even once. I suck ass. Once she stood to win something, it's like a switch went off in her head. I never seen Olivia get like that. Some of the teenagers were watching too. They saw everything. A couple challenged her once I ran out of cash, and sure enough, She ended up clearing clearing house all afternoon. It was all she talked about at school all week until we could go back for more. Only took like a month for her to be recognized as some local champion. So, sometime along the way, people started calling her Hot Wheels. Don't remember really who or when, but I do know it's proof she's got that fire in her. Most have ever seen that man speak.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's.
I had I had fun back then. Guess I forgot I wasn't supposed to bring it up. Have things really changed that much?
And you did. Again. Damien hisses to himself.
Sorry.
Sorry. You just can't help yourself. But you're right. It was the best of my. It's the best time of my life. Was it when you could walk? Anyways, the name Hot Wheels belongs to the 10-year-old me, not current me. Hey, that's a great story. I think I'm gonna write that. To be recognized so well that you get a cool nickname, it sounds amazing. Being a champion, being a winner. Why all the disdain for the title? Disdain, whatever. I'm not. What? I'm not a winner anymore. Yeah, you can't even run for shit. Okay. Wow. Wow. I'm just being like you, Jeffrey, at the start. What the fuck? Go, Jeff.
Because you didn't go out to the arcade anymore. if it's if it's the one if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's only like half hour away.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I just realized something. 10-year-old Olivia, and then teenagers surrounding her.
Like 8 years, I don't know.
What? I don't know. I don't know if they intended it for it to be teenagers. But whatever. Olivia looks at Liz like she was just recommending everyone to watch the newest Netflix anime. We should watch Netflix, Jeff. What is Netflix? What? In fact, well, if this story's anything to go by, fucking nerd ass pose, I'd like to see you be a winner again. Olivia's breath seems to hitch for a moment. And I'm sure these guys want to see it too. Damien's the one that dragged you to our lunch table all this time, right? Look at him. He's nearly keeled over because he's afraid of losing that part of you. And Liz?
I think I'd like to see why you and Damien are really close friends.
Liz, did you eat a hot chili pepper? Yeah. Just as quick as I gained the bravado, yeah, to speak up, my words left me immediately. I think I accidentally put Olivia on the spot here. Whoops. Well, her tail rolls on along the ground in a bit of contemplation. There we go. If you guys really care that much about it, I wouldn't mind it from you guys. All at once, Damien lights up. Yeah, you gotta stutter, Jeffrey.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yeah, yes. That was way too fast. I expected to go like yeah, yeah, but okay, whatever. Go, Jeffrey.
All right, Hot Wheels is back. Uh,
You guys refers to Liz and Inko.
haha, I need fucking one.
Damon's shoulders drop for a moment, but he quickly recovers.
Hey, if we're getting the name out again, we should go visit the arcade together sometime.
I'd rather not.
Let's go. Okay, then how about a better name like Death Roll?
Yo. Olivia swings her tail around to trip him, but he's fast enough to jump over it. Damien's words flood out as he contemplates new nicknames for Olivia to try and appease her, many of which are shot down by her or leave Liz and I chuckling.
A retard on wheels.
um, Kinetic energy movable.
Again.
Gradually, our giggles died down, and the four of us chatted a bit more about the day in general. Eventually, Damien and Liz headed in their respective ways, with Olivia deciding to stick around. Most of the schools have filtered out of their various homebound rides or to their after school activities, leaving Olivia and I all alone.
Hmm. Goddamn.
Damn, I gotta voice all of them myself. That's gonna be like 30 minutes of me voicing.
Yay!
Pay attention, Jeffrey. Oh, this one's funny. Hey, I'll roll. I'll roll with you. I can't say it. Oh my god. Hey, I'll roll with you. Oh, I lost my mouse. Where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Really? I mean, I don't mind, of course. It's nothing. The house is only a few blocks away anyway. Besides, I'm sure someone would beat you up and take your lunch money if I didn't. There's plenty of time to make it to the next train, so the two of us take it easy. The sun finally managed to break through the autumn clouds, making the walk almost unseasonably warm. Man, I thought the last day of summer was weeks ago. Ha, it was. I don't mind staying warm longer though. Feels pretty great to me. Olivia gives her chair an extra push, letting herself glide by unaided glide by unaided for long enough to stretch her arms to bask in the sunlight. Oh my god, I can't read. I might have figured you like the heat. Oh, because I'm a dino. Well, I guess we're wrong, Jeffrey. Olivia's a dinosaur. No, not like that. I'm just playing. Relax. You're pretty touchy on that stuff, aren't you? The two of us finally make it to the train platform, nestled as it is off the main street. I can see the train a few blocks away. Our walk timed up with its arrival perfectly. I just think it's important to be educated. That's all. Even if you're what, the only human at our school. Olivia flashes at me. What? Oh, Olivia flashes at me, a cheeky grin as my train pulls up. I've got to admit it, but her mischievous nature is a little infectious. As the train doors open, I leave Olivia with one final jab, something I know she'd appreciate. The next day, she's gonna beat my ass, Inko. What? She's gonna beat your ass, Inko. Whatever you say, Hot Wheels. I nearly dodged out of the way from her slashing claws, stepping smartly onto the train as the doors closed. Hinko, you son of a bitch! Okay, well, get back here! As the doors ding shut behind me, I can see an irate and still blushing Olivia. Whoa, what the fuck?
That's fun.
This is new. Waving at her fist as the train begins to pull away. Still giggling. I think I broke the game somehow.
Good job.
I swear to God, if I actually did, I would be kind of pissed. Anyways, still giggling, I managed to squeeze myself into the next seat to a yellow scaled woman, smelling faintly like hot dogs. Wait, what? Yellow scaled. You know, I may pay for that comment later, but the look on her face was totally worth it. As the school year progresses, the days start to feel like they're moving along much faster. Yeah, that's true though. Doesn't it like go by hella fast after a while, Jeffrey?
Yeah, man. I did like 20 missing assignments in one day.
Yo. Fucking Blackbeard meme. That fucking Blackbeard picture. Maybe studying isn't so bad after all. A part of it may be the change of the season. However, slight that change may be. While the calendar says it's officially fall, the only thing I really noticed was the increased number of clouds in the sky. Better safe than sorry though, which is why I bought I bought my fancy compact carbon fiber umbrella. I know, right? It's fancy. I can't remember the name anymore. Still, things have started to be a routine for me in the mornings. Wake up, throw on my clothes, consider eating breakfast before I realize I'd wreck my stomach. Walk to the station with a feather light umbrella in hand. Mr. Ferris! Okay. And wouldn't you know it, I end up having another chat with Mr. Ferris on the ride to school. Yeah, get that deep voice ready.
Hello, Mr. Nito. How are you this morning?
Doing fine, sir. Thank you. And how are you?
Oh shit. I'm doing well.
Oh, that's you again.
So my niece told me over the weekend that you and Olivia were in a predicament of some sort.
Okay, so a few days have passed. I'm gonna assume that these days have been a span of only a week. Oh god, I'm accidentally. Oh god, hold on. There we go. Yeah. There we go. I was right. Ooh. Oh god. Detective skills, Jeffrey. Anyways. Oh yeah. Elaine was being picked by someone. But it's not a problem anymore. I stepped in. I showed them who was boss.
Ah.
I was. Anyways, that's you, Jeffrey.
I see. Well, that's unfortunate and strange, considering the substantial funding the school gets for anti-student harassment programs.
What?
What good is all that tax money if classmates are still ragging on each other? I'd wager you have something to do with it, no?
Come on, just say yes. Maybe a little. What the fuck is wrong with you, Inko? Yeah, it was certainly rocky in the beginning, but we've been warming up to each other. It's been nice seeing a different side of her, even if it's brief. I don't know. Can I take credit for that?
No. We all have unique chances to make a change. If you're good at grasping them, then in itself is something to be proud of. How do you really
That's me.
know?
That's me.
Oh shit, that's you. I can't read. I bet.
How do you know it's really a chance to do anything? He lets out a deep, reverberating. I said breeding.
That's fine.
Wow. Reverb, uh, reverberating chuckle.
Well, to flip, flip, flip our usual script and let you in an old phrase. A friend of mine once told me, "If you see a fork in the road, take it." Oh, that's not even me. I'm not taking a fork that's been on the road.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever. Thanks, Mr. Ferris. Old bitch. Oh. Like my mornings, the school days have become a routine as well. Slave through PE with Damien. See Olivia's new doodles and sketches in her art classes. Watch Liz lose her mind tutoring Damien at lunch. Talk, talk, shop about. What the fuck? Talk shop about Ben. No, I have to
Hmm?
avoid Mia like it's the plague. Because out she's surely out there to kill me. All said, I think Street Hammond have been the best school experience out of. Man, I lost count of how many times I've of how many times I moved. Whatever. Must be the fresh head trauma. As for today, no
She has
shot.
hair.
She's been having hair. The thing
I
is,
just noticed.
the way how her hair is right now, it's fucking good.
I just know she had hair.
It's been raining pretty often recently, so Coach Solly made us play more dodgeball in the gym. Mia was definitely gunning for me, with the way she launched them at me with the speed of a catapult. Did I dodge them? Well, I guess not. I rest in Vatican's class, popping my spine against the curve of my chair. Oh my god, it's so fucking relatable. Apparently, every day is short. Every day is a short day some assembly, because of some assembly. So the period will end much earlier than usual. It means that we got most of the period to slack off, do homework, do homework. Uh, I glance at the desk next to me in hopes of catching Olivia's latest artistic masterpiece. When I
Autistic.
notice, I said artistic, shut up, masterpiece. When I notice she's not drawing, and instead only fidgeting. Hey Olivia, you seem a bit nervous. Nervous. Everything alright? Oh, yeah, sorry. It's just that I've been hearing rumors that the school's shared hard drive might have been corrupted. What? Really? Yeah,
No way.
really. Uh,
Freaking
how
way.
how would something like that happen? Not sure, but I'm scared that it might have messed up with the art contest submissions. Oh my god, sorry, Inko, I can't speak. I don't have water. Um, I think you should check out your entry on the website just to make sure it's okay. Technology don't fail on me now. With urgency, I take out my phone and type in the school's website. The fast fingers lead me to the art contest tab. Can this loading bar go any slower? Finally, the page loads and oh, looks like the submissions have been closed. What? I hold the phone up for Olivia to show her the page. Oh, the submissions have been closed since voting started last week. Oh, sheesh. I thought Mr. Latican had spooked me. Olivia's all sheezed up. She's. I can't even.
Like,
I think I need water. thing. What do you say? Oh, that's quite reassuring. The submission's closed. There's no chance of any hacker messing with them. Olivia doesn't seem convinced, still drumming her fingers on the desk. Hopefully, she'll feel loads of better when the fuck that word. Wait, no, preliminary. Yeah, preliminary. Yeah, no, fuck that word, guys. Winners are revealed. Speaking of which, when are as the bell sounds, the class begins to pack their things, and Mr. Latikin corrals everyone into a single file line. Alright, everybody. We have an assigned row, so stick together. Before I join the line, I look back at Olivia, who seems to be stalling. Come on, I'll walk with you. Or roll with you, you know what I'm saying? Ha 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 ha. It seems to stir something in her, and she glances up to me while hastily shoving a notebook into her bag. Yeah, I'm coming. As we head out the door, I notice Olivia shuffling her hoodie a lot.
Break.
Not a long walk to the auditorium, and despite Latikin's best attempts, most of the class splinters off with their friends. Having expected this, he shrugs and makes his way over to the back of the auditorium, where the teachers are. Olivia and I are left to be struggling, crowd trying to filter into the cramped theater of the school. It's going to be difficult finding some seats. Yeah, especially for Olivia. It's fine. I have a spot. I take that back. Olivia wheels herself down a pathway, to which I follow. To which I follow suit. Whatever, same thing. She heads down the aisle until we're at the first row seats. Wow, that fade out really changed a lot. There's a vacant spot where a typical seat would be, with a faded handicap sign. Olivia parks her chair into an empty spot, to which I take a seat next to her. Beats best seats in the house, right? Can't complain. As the hall fills with more students, my anticipation fuck that word rises. Oh my god, I can't even say it, dude. You know what? It's because I'm not drinking water.
I bet you.
I was too busy drinking tea that I wasn't even drinking water. They're totally different, guys. Yeah, that you know yo, don't you just like boiling water? Anyways, with leaves. Oh man, I can hardly wait for the announcement. So, do you think I have a chance?
No.
Huh? No. Oh, maybe. Photography isn't super popular, but Olivia folds her hands in her lap, staring straight ahead as her voice trails off. I knew that, but I'm still hopeful. What is you, Jeffrey? Liz.
Hey guys.
I have to remind myself that this is normal. Hey, Liz.
I can't believe it's finally here. Gosh, I'm so excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
By the way, where's Damien? You gotta yell, Jeffrey.
I don't want to yell,
But he's yelling.
but if I have to.
Cause he's yelling. Hey man, every time Inko yells, I yell, obviously.
Hey guys. People are in there.
Go again.
I'm over here.
Damien, is in the far back of the auditorium, yelling and waving with his hands in the air to catch our attention. He's gonna get in trouble for that.
Really?
Oh my god.
Oh my
Ew.
god,
Thing! Thing! Unmute
thing.
yourself and say your line, Thing!
Answer, dog eater.
The coach! Say this, Thing!
Bro, sit down.
Alright, that's sad. Damien immediately stops and takes the seat. Which, with
What the
tempered
fuck is happening?
expectations, we both sit in silence. We both. Does live not count? Anyways, we both sit in silence for a few minutes before Principal Scholar walks up to the stage and taps on the standing microphone. I forgot what Principal Scalar, my god, Scalar looks like. Now I remember. Her tired voice, right? Okay, everyone. I've got a whole bunch of important announcements to make, so I'll make them quick so we can have an early lunch. As soon as the idea of going for an as soon as the idea of going for an early lunch is brought up by Principal Scalar, the entire room goes silent as vigil. Vigor. 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 Anyways, I guess when it comes to an early lunch, it's serious business. Over the next 15 minutes, Principal Scalar goes over some important events coming up for the school year, while Olivia is dying in her fucking seat. Most I would consider standard things like prep rallies, ew, for the sports teams, or bake sales to fundraise for upcoming field trips, and even something new, clubs being formed such as Japanese Animation AP Predication Society.
How would I kill myself?
Ew. Oh, you know damn well it stinks in there. Not the best acronym, if I had to say. Otherwise, it's mostly boring housekeeping stuff when one's got right down to it. I almost wonder why such announcements warranted an assembly when the mood suddenly shifts with Scalar's next big announcement. Now that we got the main stuff out of the way, I've saved the best announcement for last. Street Hammond is proud to announce the 5 semifinals for the annual Fresh Start Art Contest. Cheers and applaud roars, loud enough to make my ears ring. Shut up, guys! Thank you. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said so. If I said I wasn't so excited for the reveal of just who had made it to the semifinals. Maybe I was giving myself a bit too much credit, but I really wanted to be along those semifinals. I can almost taste victory, in fact. I turn to face Olivia and prepare to cheer alongside her. But I am stopped by my tracks when I notice that, unlike the rest of her peers, Olivia seems to be uneasy about the prospect. Almost scared, even. Before I can ask Olivia why her sudden change in mood, Scalar continues with her next words, cutting my train of thought. And here we have the 5 semifinalists, the pieces of 5 skillful students who had beaten all the other competitors came up, followed by the names of the victors right above them. Alas, I see no photography submission in sight. But I at least gave it a shot, right? Alright, go, Jeff.
Aw man, I didn't make it in.
Liz next droops down like a maniacally noodle. I can't help but feel pity for the bummed out Bronchiosaurus, whatever. Bzz, bzz. Checking on my phone, I see. Uh, Tell Liz to come back here, bro. I'm sure. Yo, I'm sure Damien got that handled.
Is that handled? I wasn't paying attention.
Tell Liz to come back here, bro. And then look what he does. Or she does. I'm sure Damien got that handled. Despite my solid mood, I look back to the semifinal winners, and I can't help but be amazed by them. Each artwork is impressive in their own right, their colors blending wonderfully, and figures beautifully designed. It's easy to see why they were voted as the winners. The last one especially catches my eye. My God, the scenic landscape with the setting sun looks stunning. If not for the slight stylization of the skyline and fantastical color palette, it would probably pass off as a real photograph with some filters passed over it. I'm no art critic yet, but if I were, I'd label it as a masterpiece and easily the best one out of them all. Let's have our winners. A big round of applause. The auditorium fills with quiet and with a usual kind of clapping. Clapping would expect in an event like this. Polite with an underlying tone of disinterest, though one person felt compelled to constantly make a piercing high whistle. We'll be displaying the winners' art pieces in room 237. You're welcome to view them during lunch and after school today. Oh, Nito. Pittsburgh Scaler continues the rest of the assembly, announcing other events for the school and other minor reminders. Behind me, I see teachers start psyching themselves up for the Herculean task of getting some 200 hungry dinosaur teenagers out of the room and towards the lunchroom without anyone being killed. Principal Scaler finishes and waves back to them to signal it's time. Alright, we're gonna start whatever, to lunch. You all know, what? You all know how this goes, so just go for the next. So no, just going for the exit. What? I can't read for shit. Being in the first row, we're the first to get up. I follow behind Olivia until we make it to the hall. Hey, Olivia. She stops and turns a bit. Jeez. Is she still anxious about the sight thing earlier? She looks a little pale. I wanted to check out the winning painting a bit more. Want to come along? She considers it for a moment. No. Go on without me. I need to use the restroom. Alright, I'll see you at the lunch table then. Olivia nods and starts off down the hall, following the flow of students towards the lunchroom. Let's see. The principal said it was room 237. First thing I noticed when walking into the classroom is the amount of people checking out the gallery. I didn't expect it to be filled to the brim of eager students. So there's a decent amount of people here, about a baker's dozen or so. Maybe more will come when they finish up their lunches. Well, I'm here now. Let's take a look at the lucky winners. The pieces are on easels in the back of the classroom. Some desks and chairs are moved closer to the front to give each one its own space. One by one, I I'll take a moment to give each canvas a thorough review. The auditorium screen really didn't give the art justice, just because now I can really take in the detail of each one by being up close. The color palettes, the brushwork, and the subtle nuances. I want to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, I can definitely see all of them having a good shot at getting first prize. But now it's time to see the one I've been eager to get a good look since it was first shown. Now, from what I recall from Mr. Latikin's lessons, it was made of acrylics, explaining why the colors of it seem more vibrant. That's definitely Olivia. Somebody stole it. Definitely. It stands out in defense to other paintings in the contest, most of which were either violently absurdist and meaningless or muted, still lives of ordinary objects. It's a meadow, a meadow of mystifying colors, the organic lines drawing the viewer deeper into the piece and I feel as though it would be a place I'd wake up within a fantastical dream. There's no rigid structure or forced metaphors here, just a fantastical merger of creative expressionism and real world beauty. I feel my fingers itching to the familiar weight of my DLSR. It is a piece that I want to immortalize in my portfolio. It's hands down the winner of the contest in my eyes. I simply must find out who made this. It looks like it's this breathtaking show of artist talent. It was created by a semi-finalist winner. What?
That's funny.
That's a problem. Uh, go, Jerry.
Thanks. I'll send me reels.
Stop sending real thing before we make you read again.
Ah, Inko, I'm glad you swung by. Looks. Shut up, thing. Looks like you're admiring the contest entries. I told you that. Fuck up. That Saint Hamlin's art autistic
What?
programs were unfair.
What? That's not mine.
What's not yours?
I try to say more, but the words won't leave my mouth. Ben's eyes follow mine to the bottom of the painting of me, and I watch it as he makes the same realization as I do.
Inko, you didn't. Oh, shit. Spilled my water. Inko, you didn't. Did you paint this?
Yeah, I drew it with my cock.
The fuck, man.
It's
I had no idea your style was so developed, so humble. If I had known,
that's not my entry.
it's not.
No, mine was a photograph.
But what's your name doing on this one?
It must have been some mistake. A million scenarios come to mind. They must have gotten the wrong name somehow.
If they did, I think the real artist would have come forward by now.
Olivia drew it and gave it to me. What the fuck? Then the submission on the website must be hacked or broken.
Really. But our school checks for stuff like that. If it wasn't, we would have known by now.
Then
Inko, you sure you didn't submit someone else's piece by accident?
Of course I didn't. Why would I do something like that?
You're the only one who can log into your account, Inko. Not that segment.
Shut up! Suddenly, everything stops. My account. Did somebody?
Look, relax, all right? We can get this sorted out. Just don't panic.
You sound like a young version of Squidward. What the fuck?
Shut the fuck up.
Ben lowers his voice.
But Inko, just to be clear,
What?
that Sigma,
Fuck you.
you don't just get you didn't just get a bit of extra help, right?
Ben looks
Remember
at
that?
me to the edge of his glasses, eye to eye.
There's some real stakes in the contest. Cheating is taken seriously. Um, especially fraud.
The word echoes around inside me. Fraud. It makes my bones chill. There's
Identity fraud.
ingenuine, faker, liar. They're all bad in different ways, but fraud is just dripping with frigid condemnation. No, I swear I submitted the photograph. Ben relaxes his shoulders. Cool, awesome. Go, Jeffrey.
All right, just making sure. Just sorry to alarm.
You gave Inko a fucking heart attack. Okay. There's a perturbing whatever. How you can go from deadly serious to jovial, like a flip switch. Blah, 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 blah.
You're going to be all right.
Uh oh. Did I miss something? Oh no, I'm good. Sorry. I need some air. Let's do Jeffrey.
Hey, feel free. I'll let Scalar know. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Ben.
No problem. Take it easy.
Ben offers me an earnest smile, waving at me as he steps out of the classroom and down the hall. After some time, I followed him, shambling down the hall to try to make sense of what just happened. I thought everybody actually liked my photography, but they all thought it was some kind of expert painter instead. I didn't know how to express it. I feel empty. I thought maybe my hard work was finally paying off, but
Nah.
I submitted the right entry. So what happened? Did somebody change it? And if so, how? It's such a good piece too. What what even is there to be gained by putting my name on it? I wander aimlessly through the schools.
Anuously.
Aimlessly. The thought of missing lunch passes my. Oh yeah. Almost committing fraud. Committing a fraud. I mean, either way, if it was by accident, you would still consider committing a fraud, right? I don't think so. Anyways, the thought of missing lunch passes through my mind, but there's a different sort of emptiness pervading my stomach. Why is it rattling me out like this? Man, it's not like I'm in trouble or anything. Ben's helping me sort this out. I'm at loss of what to even think of right now. Oh crap. Olivia mentioned about server issues before. I couldn't see my submission, but Was it that? Maybe Olivia was right to be worried. Well, duh. Why else would she be nervous? My aimless walking leads me outside the principal's office in the gala. There's that one cityscape painting from the start of the school year. The very first painting I've ever saw here, and still one of the best. A vibrant cityscape that morphs into rigid structure of urban planning into I fucked up a soft and inviting utopia as if viewed from eyes of a child. The sky above the city is a beautiful shade of crimson, with vibrant radiant what the fuck with radiant clouds clustered along its length. If the art contest submissions was the best painting I've ever seen, then this one comes close. I can only imagine a coda fuck that word she must have gotten for painting this back then. You know, for a while, I got to have that experience. I got to step in the shoes of an artistic much better than myself. Maybe that was the intent? All the praise, approval, everything I've been wanting. Just for a while, I was given by it was given by an anonymous stranger. Whoever that may be. Actually, this gives me a bit of an idea. If I'm clever and Olivia's up for it, this can be a cool way to get her to show off her painting more. Everyone would like that. Maybe that's what she needs. I'm sorry, what?
What does she need?
He said the painting was given to him, and he wants to use the painting so that people can see more of Olivia's art.
Hmm.
Huh. I could act like I could like act as like a personal publisher for her, so she
Please.
doesn't have to deal with people. Huh. Wait a second. Oh, he's finally figuring it out. I peel down the empty hallway. I need to find Olivia. She couldn't possibly. But why me? Why would she? Thinking about it only increases my worries and desperation to find who I hope to Raptor Jesus isn't a culprit. I haphazardly hazardly whatever. I'm not saying that other word. Hazardly check all the places where Olivia could be, but I can't find her anywhere. My hunt for the baryonyx what gator girl leads to the second floor of the atrium. It feels like there's a lead brick, lead lead brick, lead brick, a lead brick in the pit of my stomach as I internalize my current situation. The soft pattering of the rain hitting the windows grabs my attention as I see a gloom covered vocadra outside. My eyes wander along the school's pathway, covered in mud thanks to the earlier rainfall. Wait a minute. These look like tracks in the mud. I burst through the main entrance doors, and I am met with the feeling of droplets hitting my bald head. Outside, a dark overcast has rolled in. The forecast called for on and off. Called for on and off rain during the day, but pretty gnarly clouds. Oh, yeah, makes it look almost dusk around. Crap. What am I wasting time for? I follow the trail with urgency, fearing that the rain will wash away. Looks like it goes down the whole pathway. I ignore my clothes becoming progressively damp and the water collecting on my shades. Eventually, I round the curve that leads to the bridge, and I see a distressing item at its end.
Oh, cliffhanger.
A wheelchair. Olivia's wheelchair. Empty of the occupant, toppled on its side. A new fear grips at me, born from the mental imagery provided by that sight. Those cruel thoughts push me up the steps faster than humanly possible, even as my rational mind tries to reassure me. Running across the deck, my breath is caught in my throat when I catch the middle. She's on the ground, head slumped down. There's damage and soaked. There's damage and soaked school supplies scattered all over the walkway. Oh God, is she okay? My foot shifts, trying to force me closer. Slowly, her head lifts from the sound of my shoes squelching on the floor. There's no way the tears are flowing. What the fuck? God. Jeffrey, I'm about to cry to a fucking gator girl. I'm fucking dumb as fuck. Hold on. Inko, a tear-strained eyes stare at me with a dead expression, and her voice sounds weak. Olivia, I feel like I can finally breathe again. My bad, that's breath, guys. I feel like I can finally breath again.
Bruh.
Slowly, Olivia pushes herself up and notices she's lying atop a pile of paper shreddings. The feeling of relief slowly fades away, and I remember just why I was looking for her. We stay silent, only staring at each other as the rain continues to bear down on us. She simply sits there, letting herself grow more and more soaked from the rain. Do you want to talk? No, not in the open. I grab my compact umbrella from my backpack and unfurl it. It doesn't do any much to dry Olivia off, but at least she's not getting any more soaked. The umbrella is placed between us and the elements against the ledge, forming a personal canopy above us. Here, now, we're alone. There's a space next to Olivia to take a seat. It's odd. We've sat together before, but sitting on the ground in the rain, in the room, is just a little claustrophobic. There's bits of paper melted into the pavement, soaked by the rain. Though torn apart and waterlogged, I can sort of make it out. A tree, a rough sketch of one, anyway. Like the one that stood prominently in my false submission. So, you did it. No, I'm sorry, guy. So, did you do it? Inko, please, I can explain. I didn't have a choice. What? I know what I did was wrong, but I didn't have any other way. it wasn't a choice to not trick me. She avoids looking at me, focusing on the scraps of paper scattered on the floor like confetti. It wasn't to trick you. I get it. You're mad at me. I'm not mad. I'm just confused. I thought we were good friends. I wasn't expecting it. Expecting you. She paused to give her throat some respite. Respite. Her usual water bottle isn't anywhere nearby. A shaky breath escapes her mouth. When you came around, I thought you were no different than the others. That you were some self-centered, fuck that word, pretentious midwit who only cares about his image. That's when I got the idea of using you to swap your art with mine. But you didn't seem like that kind of person who cared about how he gets in the attention from others. That's just that he gets it. Her description of my character, she was really reductive, but the ache in my chest tells me it hits a little close to home. But that's not what I think of you now. Latikin's the one person I can trust. So when he went to bat, what? Bat me? What? When he went to bat for you, saying that we made good friends, I was worried. What's so special about this guy? I honestly got scared he'd be wrong. That you'd be just like everyone else, and I'll be setting myself up for failure. But worse than that, Inko, I was afraid he'd be right, and I have to face what I've done to myself. And I've gone and done something like this. Switching my contest entry? She nods, swallowing hard. I wasn't thinking. Suddenly, everything was out of balance. Everything I created, all of my work, my own little world, was suddenly changing. And I had no control of it. I had to do something. I didn't know I was doing that. I'm sorry. She stops to process my words and continues. I knew I'd get caught. It's stupid. I was hoping for it even. Someone to figure out it was swapped so it can be changed and everyone would be none the wiser. She turns to face me with silver eyes welled with tears. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. I just don't want to go back to being the person I used to be. A person who didn't care about hurting you. Her head tilts downward with a violent hitch of breath. Ivory claws extend and grip at her knees in a painful display, and yet Olivia chokes back any sound she'd make. Her body shudders with every heavy breath from her, and I realize that every last defensive barrier she had was completely gone. Olivia's laid herself bare, leaving only the crying girl, desperately trying to silence her pitiful tears. But why do all this, or I can't hate you? Jeffrey, I feel like the answer is obvious for this, right?
Kinda.
But the thing is, the last time when we chose the obvious answer, which was depending on defending Olivia and supporting Olivia, we did a bad job, and I feel like we did something bad there.
Yeah, but he can't be this retarded. Oops, yeah, I said it again.
Shut up, Alright, let's just go with this. I could have easily like switched my answers, but like, you know, just going blind, you know. Faced with those unbidden words from Olivia, I'd have to be a heartless bastard to do anything but accept her apology. It's clear that the guilt has been rotting her conscience ever since her conscience. What she did was wrong, no doubt about it. But then again, thinking of her circumstances, how can I blame her? How could anyone? I probably would end up having to do the same thing in her shoes. At this point, Olivia puts herself through enough stress as is. I think you should accept the apology and stop talking to yourself. If there's one thing she needs to hear right now, it's that I forgive her. I don't hate you, Olivia. You don't? No, I don't. I won't lie. I definitely felt hurt when I first found out. But the fact that you're willing to admit your mistakes shows that you're growing as a person. She's not really a person, Inko. What the fuck?
Don't say that.
oh, my bad. That's kind of racist. I'm really glad. I'm really glad to hear that we're friends. It's refreshing to hear her say it. I was worried she was the only just putting up with me. Olivia seems understandably puzzled over by my lack of anger towards her. I figured you'd be more upset. Is this just your pity? If so, I don't want it. It's not pity, Olivia. I'm accepting your apology. I don't want you to feel guilty about it. The sooner we can put this behind us, the better. But I can tell you're a good person, so don't worry about it, alright? I offer her my best smile. Olivia slowly nods. When you put it that way, I guess. But still, the truth be told, I deserve to fail, to actually face consequences. I'm such a fucking fraud. All over a damn painting. Olivia, you did what you thought you had to do. And you're saying sorry for the consequences. That's all that matters. I scooch closer to Olivia. Huh? That was you taking action in a way I would have never guessed. A crime of passion, I think it's called. I'm probably wrong, but she gets the idea. The world runs on those. You don't need to change. I don't think you did anything wrong. She leaned her head against the wall of the railing before looking at me with a half smile. Thanks. You're right. I'm just throwing everything away like an idiot. I'm just scared. I'm here with you. You hear this, Jeffrey? I'm talking to myself.
Yeah. Kind of funny.
It's kind of funny, but the thing is, I'm imagining this scene right now, and hey, man, I'm not complaining. Hey, I generally thought that was the ending, bro. I thought that was one of the endings that we just never see Olivia again from her wheelchair. When I tell you my heart fucking sank, I was about to dead ass cry, dude. I coax the rest of the tired grin from her, and she looks down at the shredded papers again. After that, everything was said and done. Things became quiet. Beneath the solace of my umbrella, we relaxed together. At least until Olivia begins shifting uncomfortably. I sit and watch as she takes her cows and shifts them to her side of one hand. Her tail comes around and presses into the paper-filled floor before her, keeping it upright as she starts to lean forward. Finally, with the strength of her tail in one arm, Olivia lifts her hips from the floor and swings her shins fully beneath her. She smiles as she kneels over me. You just going to sit there? Crap, I guess I was gawking stupidly. But it's just so fascinating. Seeing the girl maneuver herself in these odds yet well practiced ways. I'm just I'm kind of jealous actually. I wish I had a tail to do something she could. I press my hands down on the floor and push myself up. I don't know why. I had thought to stand, but instead I shifted myself kneeling into a kneeling position too. We're face to face now. For a split second, I feared the worst as Olivia drew me into a hug. I don't know what she would. Oh my god, I can't read anymore. I need water. I don't know what she would do, but this, I like this. For how strong her arms are, they're wrapped around my chest. Feels exceptionally. How they're wrapped around my chest feels exceptionally tender. My own arms have enveloped her, returning the embrace in a similarly soft way. And her arms loosen, and as her arms loosen, I draw back. Though I don't want to take my hands off her. What? Okay. That was nice. Don't make it weird. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Though, the sound of the rainfall hitting the umbrella, my ears suddenly pick up the noise of what sounds like squeaking. I look down and I see something shuffling in Olivia's pocket. A little beast emerges from the hiding pocket with a squeaky yawn, to which Olivia offers her hand for it to use as a platform. Jeffrey, it's the rat that she usually draws!
God.
Why does she own a rat? Okay. Hey, little guy. I nearly forgot about you. Had a nice nap? That's a rat. Oh, right. You haven't met each other. Inko, this is Guts. Yo! Guts. Berserk Jeffrey.
Oh my god. But is that graphic?
Berserk. Berserk reference. Guts, meet Inko. Hi Guts. I awkwardly wave at the apprehensive looking rodent. Olivia lifts Guts to her shoulder, gracefully, like her hand is an elevator for him. You brought him to school? Well, yeah. I really needed him today since, all the crap that's happened. She gives Guts a few scritches under his chin. I bring him sometimes when things get rough. And nobody noticed. You haven't? Touche. Vatican did once. He just said not to let him run around the school, otherwise it would be considered a health hazard or something. The tardy bell rings out in the distance. We're late for our next class. Dude, that would have been in the span of... No, that was during lunch. Never mind, I'm dumb as hell. Um, I'm sure Latican will understand. We should probably get back to class. Here, hold this. I was about to call Olivia umbrella. I give Olivia the umbrella, so she and the rat can stay dry while I go fetch the wheelchair. I did the thing. I got the achievement, and it said Gator Hugger. I hugged the gator, guys.
Oh my god.
That's it. We're no longer doing this anymore. By now, it's settled to some mud. This wheelchair has definitely seen better days. After dusting off the dirt and pulling water the best I can, I make my way back. Thanks. She offers the umbrella back, but I make sure to hold it above her. I keep the wheelchair steady with one hand as Olivia climbs into the seat using her tail to get herself up. We stand in the rain in silence for a moment, only sharing content glances. So, what do we do about the contest now? That's a good question. Ben was there when I saw my name on the painting. He already went to tell someone. So, like you said, no harm, no foul. What about your own submission? I ruined it. I scratched the back of my bald head. It, it wouldn't have won anyways. It's just a picture. Oh, I thought it was pretty okay. Hearing those words from Olivia sends a strange flash of heat to my face. It's not unpleasant, but again, those honest words from her really do cut through me for some reason. Thanks. A loud squeak draws my eyes to Guts as he stands atop of Olivia's shoulder. You too. A wry smile stretches across Olivia's face. I think it means Guts. I think it means Gut is saying it's actually so-so. Hey, cut him some slack, Guts. Inko didn't have any time to make anything for the contest. He's got some high standards. Yep, that's why I've gotten so good. The sheer absurdity of it. I don't know which of us broke first, but our laughter fills the air, heard by only us as the rainfall cuts off all the other noise. So, now what? I don't know. I don't want to go yet. Still pretty worn out. I'm using my normal voice. Still pretty worn out. Worn out. A smile crosses my face as a wicked What the hell? Wicked idea comes to... A smile... Oh, yeah. A smile crosses my face as a wicked idea comes to mind. What the fuck, Inko? Well, too bad. What? I walk around Olivia, grinning like a mad idiot. Inko, what are you doing? Inko! Inko! Her head tries to follow me as I stand right behind the chair. I figure that pushing your chair around is pretty tiring. So how about I help you out? Olivia blushes and looks away. Fine, but only for today. Returning to the campus, it was certainly awkward. Past Burley, the shots of us looks. It's not the most common scene to see a girl in a wheelchair just roll on soaping wet and tracking mud in. More likely though, it was because said it was because said girl had taken to using my umbrella to hide herself from those looks. What? I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know if you saw you understand that, Jeffrey, but I did it.
Mm.
She was already extremely red in her face. It was a conundrum. Drop the umbrella and let people see her, or keep it up and draw more attention. Hmm. I shall name it Nito Theorem. She's gonna kill me if I ever attempt to publish it. But making our way back to Olivia's current class, she simply shook her still concealed head. I didn't really have much of a choice from all that. I knew, from all that I knew, the girl of her last classes were all on the upper levels, and she was in possession of the elevator key, and I was in possession of the weakest knees. What? And I was in possession of the weakest knees here in Street Hammond, at least according to Coach Solly. So I wheeled her to my current photography class. On the way there, she keeps bending over, head back to peek at me. She's like making sure I'm still there. Knocking on his class door. I forgot how to say that word. Pterodactyl, pterodactyl professor didn't even bat an eye at the poorly hidden girl. He simply stepped aside and let us through. Ben was looking at our way, but I choose to pay him no mind. After everything I heard, Olivia didn't register. Olivia didn't even register he was here. She simply rolled herself to the back of the classroom and through a door into what I had guessed was Vatican's supply closet. You know what? I'm an idiot. It's a dark room, isn't it? The stares of my other classmates update, thankfully, as our teacher continued his lecture. Taking my own seat, I focused on Vatican. As much as I would, at least, my muddled thoughts, I was about to say knots, kept me distracted the whole period. Just before the bell rings, Latican stares at me dead in the eye. He points a stern finger directly at me, then to the floor, signaling, "You stay." Once everyone has left, he chooses to close the. Whoa, okay, Mr. Latican. Alright. Okay, Mr. Latican. Once everyone has left, he closes the class door and locks it. Whoa. I didn't know it was like that, man. I didn't know it was this kind of story. Uh, so, care to explain? Explain, sir. He opens the door in the back, and signals Olivia to come on out. The mud, the drenched clothes, the declaration of the sanctuary. I was having a bad day. She looks a bit better, still trained, but she's not shivering. Her pet rat sits on her lap, and Latican extends a finger down to scratch under its chin. I can see that. He takes a seat against a nearby desk and waves a hand for Olivia to go on. Oopsies. But she didn't. He shifts his hands towards me. I look between the two of them. Mr. Latican's expectant leer. Come on. Tell me, bald bitch. Fucking tell me. And Olivia's pleading eyes. Ultimately, I shake my head in the negative. I helped Olivia get out of the rain. Of course. He slouches further atop the desk. Can I tell you some other time? Sure. Whatever it was, it looks like he recovered pretty well. Olivia doesn't answer verbally, instead, giving him a bashful smile and nod. Was it about. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god. Mr. Latican, your voice is fucking my throat.
It's fucking your throat. Freak man.
Thank God I said your voice is fucking my throat. If I said, Mr. Latican, you're fucking my throat, that would have been.
I freak.
Anyways. Was it about your work again? Yeah. Oh, this girl. She turns to me and points. He turns to me and points a thumb at her. You know, the work she's so concerned about absolutely wrecks the grading curve in my class. For the sake of the other students, I had to put a limit on the extra credit assignments. Really? Yeah. Never before I would have to consider such a restraint. Why punish someone for working hard? I will think to myself. Then 4 years ago, this little green goblin comes rolling into my class. Half a semester, and more than a few angry calls from parents later, my hands were tied. Young lady simply does too dang much. What the fuck? I can't read. Young lady simply does too dang much. Olivia smiles, but doesn't look up from her pet. It was that much better than all the other students? Well, no, I don't grade by technique. If I did, you would be in big trouble, Inko. Olivia's work was very good, even then. But the main thing I admire is how motivated she can be. I haven't seen someone so enthused to paint in years. Certainly, I haven't seen anyone so enthused to change the rules like that. You were worried you were worried it'd stop me. Was I? That definitely sounds like me. But it didn't stop you. Not even a little. Heck, that year you even got me to see some things differently. I don't think I ever did anything like that. Oh my god, I get that I get like this was like a time where you like left to take a shit or something. But like the fact that I gotta voice all these characters like making me lose my mind.
You're doing fine.
You did when you came to this class class the Friday before Mother's Day. Take a look at this. Ta-da! I'm handed the quill pen, and the first thing I know is how soft the feather portion is. Is the special pen? It's the special pen you always use. It's actually from my wife. Whoa. Inspecting it closer, I can now see the intricate details. From the faded engravings on the shank to the maintained but worn point. This is well made and kept, and yet the feather and brass shows its age. She came into that classroom with a whole stack of crumpled painting crafts, so frustrated that she couldn't even get it right, and so determined to make it perfect. I say any one of these would be great. Your aunt would love any of these. And she fires back. If it's not good enough for me, what would be good enough for someone to love? I didn't have an answer. So, I told her to take a step back. We take a few hours to go back to fundamentals once more. I send her home to try and to try getting it right over the weekend. And some Monday, she returns and hugs me first thing. That Friday night, though, what she'd said was on my mind. I talked about it all night with my wife. Then that morning, I decided to make a change for myself. My wife was molting at the time. Okay, so there was always a new feather or three in our blanket each morning. I took the biggest one, preserved it right, got a bit of help to make it into a real pen, and I've used it ever since. It helps me remember to do my job right for the people I care about and for the people my students care about. I think that was I think what it was. It's the childlike reasoning that comes so naturally for the youth. The reasoning it makes type of innocent, earnest dedication. Something I think I've lost for a while. You don't give me so much credit. You haven't lost it, have you? Good. Don't lose it from me, okay? Okay. Laticum yawns and stretches. You feeling alright to go to your next class? Yes, I'm ready. Great. He clapped his hands over my back. Ow. We should do this again sometime. What? Well, gonna save it here after that. Let everyone get ideas to draw Inko getting fucked by Mr. Latican.
Alright, bro.
Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna be honest. I was so scared of that ending. That the wheelchair was like an ending, and I had to like sit there and just watch it.